Hey, crystal lovers and Sanctum fans, welcome back to the Sanctum. This is AL, and we're going to talk a little bit about crystals today. What you're seeing is not my full array of crystals. If you saw more of my crystals, you would be basically looking at them for a good 3 minutes plus, at the very least. So we're going to do this in like a span of a few different videos, because otherwise you would be like, oh my god, where did you lead me? And I don't want to do that to anybody. So let's talk about what crystals are, what they do. Of course, gemstones in general come in precious, semi-precious, things of that nature. So as you probably can tell, a lot of these are purple. This is ametrine, which is a combination of amethyst and citrine. It is actually one of my favorite stones. I like working with them together. I actually got this one rough, not tumbled, because I actually like the power of it better. It sits on my altar. Ametrine is nice because it blends the two together a little bit better overall for me. So I'm a little bit more excited about those things. I think for me personally, it is one of those things that I can go, well, hey, yeah, so I went ahead and I looked up this, and this, and I did, and I got this, and I was able to work on this part of my healing and my abilities. Now, one of the funniest parts about all of that, and I have to say it that way, is that I have a friend of mine who sits there and thinks that I'm absolutely hysterical about the fact that I am a purple-holic. And if I could find all the purple crystals in the world, they would all be mine. This is, we have an ongoing joke that there is, Ethany has a meme on her website that says, I want all the decks. And I do. I want all the decks in the world. And then I want to create one that says I want all the crystals in the world. They're all mine. They're all mine. Mine. I would be a Despicable Me villain in a heartbeat, just so you all know, because of that. Now, one of the things that we talked about, if you saw the Isis video, was scarabs, and these are the scarabs I was talking about. Here we go. I'll bring them up close here for you. Here we go. Hey, scarab. This is actually tiger eye. Oop. Let me see if I can pop him up a little bit better. He's got engravings in the back. And I have quite a few of them in different kinds. So that's tiger eye. I have 2 of those. This is aventurine. He's a greenie. He's whittle. He's got the same little thing in there, a little inscription in the back. This is shungite, which is a nice little heavy protection stone. It's heavy. I actually have 2 of them now. I got one from Gems of the World. It's an Etsy store, which I will link to. I also buy a lot of gems from Crystal Gem Shop, which, by the way, is awesome. Both Gems of the World and Crystal Gem Shop. I will link to them below. Fabulous places. This is sugarlight, and it's purple. It is also very, very expensive, which is why I have this little itty bitty piece, because that little itty bitty piece was very expensive. This is regular amethyst, tumbled. These, of course, are not gemmy grade, but that's okay. They work well for what I use them for. This is fluorite. It's purple fluorite, and I love you. Fluorite comes in multiple colors: green, clear, bluish color, blue-green, purple. Rainbow fluorite is great because it gets all the colors together, like in a little rainbow. So if you can get that, I would recommend it because it's actually awesome to use. I have pieces that have a little bit of both colors in them, and that's usually when you see me do the happy dance. Just ignore the happy dance. Somebody saw me at the grocery store do the happy dance because of a recipe that they had done, and I had a recipe card there, and I realized that I had all the ingredients at home, and I was going to be able to make it, and I was like, yes! Especially since I've been sick, and I can't only eat certain things. This is rose quartz. This is a perfect sphere of rose quartz. It's so pretty. And it rolls, and it rolls, and it's a pain in the butt, but it rolls. This is blue aragonite. This is for magic. Specifically, if you work magic and spells, this is very good. I have a couple pieces of this. And it's a nice solid rock. And it's actually, I'll be honest with you, it's actually a decent size, and I paid a decent price. Not too much, not too little, but just right. This is a piece of moonstone. Moonstone comes in different flavor colors, is what I call it. This one, they come in white, black, moonstone, peach. So moonstone is very popular, very hard to get really good quality of. So, but if you can find it, get it. Okay, you probably remember me talking on a video. If you remember the stone, that when we talked about the oracle cards for the crystals, we talked about labradorite. Here it is. This is my gemmy heart, labradorite. See the fluorescence there? It's so pretty. I love it. I have this. Take this. This goes to work with me. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Let me be the first to tell you, it goes to work with me, and I don't care. I don't care. My supervisor usually sees my bag on my desk, and when I get ticked off, my hand just grabs the whole bag of gems, and I'll just like push them through my hands, almost like a prayer bead kind of thing. And then I'll like take one or two out, and like I'll roll them in my hand to calm down and do like a meditation. This is muakkite. See the pretty color in it? It's got like a magenta with the browns in it. It's so pretty. I love it. And then we come to dun 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 dun, magnetic hematite. I love this, and because it's this lovely little rainbow color that they put onto it. Now, usually hematite is a black color, which I do have somewhere around. Hematite, where are you? There you are. This is regular hematite. It's not usual magnetic. However, it is magnetic in the sense that if you put it near these, it sticks. However, on its own, it normally doesn't. And this is a different piece of rose quartz that I have. See, it's pretty. And then, you know, I also have like citrine, another aventurine color. This one's a little bit lighter. Unakite. I have a couple of unikites in size. But I love my stones. I love my crystals. I love them. There we go. And rock crystal quartz. See-through. I have a bigger one that's a lot better that you can look at. Yeah, see how clear that is? Ain't that pretty? It's expansive. But yeah, a lot of people put together a chakra kit of stones, like the quartz, the pink quartz for the heart, the darker color aventurine or jasper. This one is called chevron amethyst. There's the white in it. You have obsidian, which I like. And you have orange carnelian, which I like, and then a red jasper. Hello, Jasper. I love you. Now, a lot of people will do that and put it into a chakra bag, and they'll carry it, or they'll put it in a purse, whatever, to help if they get upset or worried or whatever, into a bag. I actually have one. It's actually labeled chakra bag, believe it or not, to help regulate or help to take care of their chakras, to help keep them balanced. Whenever they feel out of sort, they'll take the one that they feel out of sort about, meditate on it, hold it in their hand, reset themselves. So these are some of the stones in my collection. I use them for multiple purposes. I use them when I card read. I use them when I do oracle stuff. I use them in spell working. I use them for stress. I use them for empowerment, meditation purposes. They are my end all be all. And the thing is I have to be careful because my dog thinks they are awesome to actually push around. So I can't leave in low-lying places, because otherwise he'll come sniff them around and push them off with his tail or his nose or both. So yeah, pick up a few. What would I recommend you pick up? The top 3 choices, if you're going to get anything: quartz crystal. So pick up yourself some regular quartz, the clear ones. You don't have to be see-through clear like rock crystal, because those are expensive. But regular quartz, whether they be terminated points or tumbled, either way, perfect for you to start with. Rose quartz. Rose quartz is the bomb diggity. Get it, live it, love it. Amethyst. Those 3 are like the gemmy equivalent of hi, I love you. Do you love me? We could live together in harmony. Then, if you want to make yourself a decently big purchase, and by decently big purchase, I mean you're going to have to spend a couple of dollars. Like, I'm talking like 7 or 8, maybe. You may be able to find them on sale occasionally. You want to buy a piece of selenite. You could buy smaller pieces, but this is a nice size piece. This is about 4.5, 5 inches long. And what selenite does is it's great for cleansing stones, cleansing cards, you name it, it does it. So what I do a lot of times is, if I've worked with a deck for a while and I needed to recharge, I'll put this on its deck. Now I have a round one which I have at work. It looks like a pencil, and it gets used like that on a boogie board, which I have, which does, it looks like a light bright almost. When you write it, it writes up, and then you hit the button and it erases it. It's great. So yeah, having it in my hand keeps me cleansed and not dragging negative emotions home. So yeah, so a lot of times, like, I'll even, like, when I've used some stones a lot, I'll even put them against each other, so with the selenite, so it recharges them, it cleanses them out. It's important to do that. Certain stones can pick up negative energies. Black tourmaline's great against negativity. It is a great protection stone. If you can get black tourmaline, which is kind of expensive, I'm not going to lie, but if you get a small rounded piece, I've got like a couple of small pieces around here somewhere. Get it for yourself, because why? It's good for you. It's important to have, to be honest, and it'll keep you protected. Other stones I would recommend, it's not like a end all be all. Labradorite, I would love, you would probably love to have. If you work with a lot of, if you do a lot of mental energy work, Prinite. I'll show you mine that I have. I have a couple pieces. I have some light pieces that are very small. I have a big piece, which I absolutely adore. It goes with me to work. Keeps my mental clear. Keeps me, when I have to use my abilities a little bit more. Being an empath means that I struggle a lot with not getting overwhelmed by people for my day job. It's an ongoing battle, but it is what it is. So yeah, so this is part of the collection. These are some of the things that I will tell you that I do and what I see. I actually got some new pretties. I got Hidden Night and I got some Kunzite. If you remember in the video that I talked about the stone cards, I talked about it. I'm not going to take them out of the packet right now. This is the Kunzite. And notice that it is like the clear pinkies. So it is actually quite gemmy quality. And this is the Hidden Night. It's green. Like I said, it's a little bit less clear, but it is clearer. More greenish. And remember, these two are related. They're from the same family, the Sputamite family. There is another one that's a white color. That's this the Sputamite. So yeah, I was like so excited when I got these. I was like, oh, I have them now. I didn't even take them out of the bag. I threw them into another bag with my tourmaline quartz, which is black tourmaline in quartz, and a couple of jaspers that I received. And this bag went to work with me. And I said, la 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 la. Didn't care. Yes. And usually I'm a little bit more cautious of my stuff. But at that point, I was in it has to come to work with me because it's a brand new and I want them. And I've been waiting for them forever. So, stones. They're awesome. Look them up. Find which ones you like. If you have a gem store nearby, go visit your gem store. Make friends with the owner. No, seriously, like make friends with the owner, because then they will order you stuff that you want. You know, especially stones like the Quantum Quattros, the specials, the Super Sevens. The Super Sevens are expensive, so are the Quantum Quattros. I'm not gonna lie to you, I have both, and the Super Sevens are, I hold one in my hand and my whole world shifts. It just feels so good. Hold one in my hand. And I don't want to hold anything else. I don't want to do nothing else. I just want to hold it and just be one with the universe. Let stuff flow out. It's great. We'll go over those later. So, again, ametrine, amethyst and citrine, tiger eye, really good protective stone. It's also really good for working with magic. Shungite, protective, lovely stone. And it always, for whatever reason, even when I hold it in my hand for a while, always stays cool to the touch. It's great. It's amazing. Sugilite. It's also really good for magic. It's great for psychic ability. Ametrine. Ametrine's great for the heart. Great for clearing. We have my amethyst. Amethyst is like lavender, for whatever reason, for like lavender essential oil. It's good for everything. It's really essentially for intentions. Rose quartz. It's good for your heart. It's good for love. It's great for your inner child. Blue aragonite. Not to be convinced with regular aragonite. This is specifically for magic work. Fluorite. Clearing, cleansing, see-through. Banded rainbow fluorite. Get it. It's not expensive. Mookaite. Mookaite is definitely worthwhile. Get it. When you get it, when you work with it, you'll see that it's hard to describe what it does for you, because it does. It grounds you. It makes you feel part of everything without making you feel overwhelmed. Hematite. Hematite is a grounding stone. It will ground you like nobody's biz. Magnetic hematite more so. Moonstones. Work with lunar energy. Works with mental capabilities. It is awesome. Labradorite. This is a stone that, without a doubt, I think I probably use more often for my mental capacity, for focus. I also use it a lot for as a block for negative energy. And then selenite for charging, recharging stuff, for cleansing. It is the best cleanser in the face of the universe when it comes to any kind of magic use. It is a 1-2 punch. You can never go wrong with it. So, this is part of the collection. You saw a couple of a bit more that I brought in. Hopefully, you've enjoyed it, and we will talk more later. Until next time, Benedictine.